of women worldwide. It's stupid, it's outdated, it's not the global world we live in today, and girls in developed countries are just cooler.
It's more of a responsibility, actually, you know, because I grew up in Zimbabwe, where my family's from, and it's even more of a responsibility to make sure, because people, you know, there are women who are in far less, you know, stable societies, and it's like, you know, but they do, I grew up watching American shows. I grew up watching, you know, I watched Girl Fight in Zimbabwe, you know what I mean?
Yeah!
And, you know, and I loved it, and I loved you. And, you know, it's that sort of a thing where, you know, there is something that we're projecting to the world, and there is a responsibility to it. The media image is America's biggest export. And so what are we putting out there to these girls who are watching us across the world and saying to them? And so, yeah, the buck does sometimes stop with us. We have to, sometimes it's seriously uncomfortable. But it's always uncomfortable, but sometimes we have to do it to bring consciousness to them. Sometimes the consciousness isn't there because they've been allowed to do it so much. And it's not like this guy is necessarily a terrible person. He's just not. He's functioning within his privilege and outside of a consciousness. And so I have to bring it.
And you look at all the images that were fed in the media and in whatever magazines and all these things of the sort of the ideal woman, or what a woman should look like, or how a woman should be, and it's so pervasive. It's so, I mean, even as women who have consciousness, these images are constantly fed to us, and they're, in a way, we're you know, men as well are brainwashed into thinking that this is the kind of woman I should be attracted to. This is the kind of woman that I should have as a friend. This is kind of, you know what I mean? That
throw up after every meal.
Yeah, exactly.
And dye your hair blonde.
Right.
Hey, get a boob job. And get a boob job. No, I didn't mean.
I don't have a boob job though. It's fine.
I'm just, you know, I
understand what you're saying. No, 100%. You know, I mean, this business and our world and our country, in particular, incredibly hard on women. You know, I'm the same size now that I was when I moved to California when I was 17, and I was told I was fat and I needed to go on a diet.
You're hot. You don't need to go on a diet.
Well, but you have to be. Thank God I was headstrong and grew up with a mom who was incredibly tough, and I didn't put up with that shit and said, no, I'm not going to do this. This is who I am. If you don't like it, I'll go back and sell real estate with my dad.
You know, I think for me, I mean, I think for maybe for all of us, I don't know, I can't speak for all of us, but I think that strength is in what you do every single day. Those little things, you know, when somebody helps you at the hotel, or somebody, you know, does something nice for you, or something. You know, teachers and nurses, to me, always were the two that were our everyday heroes for me. People who, you know what I mean? You guys, you blow my mind, and people like it, we're visible. So we're strong females, right? Because we're visible, and we're in movies and with it. But the truth is, I don't think anyone on this panel feels stronger than when we see a nurse work a 24-hour shift helping people who can't help themselves, or, you know, teachers who change the lives of kids every day, who then grow up to be people who they wouldn't have been without people like your mother. And so, you know, I think that don't give us the power. You have the power, and the strength is in your everyday life and actions, and we just become facilitators of that because we're visible. But you know, it's more about you than it is even about us.
I would love to translate all of that into really cool commercial movies that everybody wants to watch.
I was just going to say, I think we just came up with 5 different movies that are absolutely amazing, you know?
No, but I think you can include all of that content into one, you know, movie. You know, it's really about translating these emotional things that make guys cringe into that would make them cringe. That is cool. You know, no, seriously, because a lot of things that are incredibly too emotional, a lot of people, turns a lot of people off.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people don't want to go watch emotional movies. They would rather watch, you know, a bunch of people get killed in a massive action sequence. You know, and how do you balance those two, the depth and the, you know, whoever got it the most perfect that I've ever seen is Jim Cameron. He's really great at that, walking that line between emotion, heart, and commercial filmmaking. So, you know, I hope that people out there are inspired to you know, write and to, you know, get out there and put your voice out there, because we definitely need a lot more content.
And when stuff is out there, support it. You know, because they always, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at the numbers, so we have to support it.